So it's been pretty cold lately, and now it's just starting to warm up, so you know, I can do a few things in the garage maybe, but it's been way too cold otherwise. So all I've done to the GR is remove the exhaust system. Here they are here, and as you can see, the mufflers are welded to the headers. So I've got to cut around there very gently so that I don't cut into the header, and then remove that, grind off the weld, so I can attach the new mufflers, and yeah, something like that, and then do something with the headers. I don't like chrome, I'm not a fan of it, so when I get going on this bike, when I get modifying it, all that chrome that you see will be gone. And change bars, change the headlight bracket, probably change the headlight, and paint the fenders, chop them back a little bit, that type of thing. I'll be modifying the seat. I'd like to keep the same seat pan on there just because it's so convenient. So I'll see if I can modify it to get it looking good, but I really haven't decided yet, you know. There's other options open, right? I mean, I could make it into a bobber style, I suppose. It'd be a lot more work, and I'm not sure whether I want that style, but we'll see. Not sure what to do about these. I don't like the looks of them, so got to do some thinking, and then I'll shed some superfluous stuff. I'd like to get rid of these brackets and do my own bracket for the muffler, because I don't need foot pegs, so that's just a useless piece of metal there. Anyway, stuff like that. I'm gonna go for a ride now though. Gotta watch getting out on the side streets here, because it's pretty slippery in places. It is just fractionally above zero right now. I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I'm finding about winter riding, and as it relates to the bike, you know, the engine, because there's definitely a drawback to riding in winter for your engine. And that is mainly to do with the condensation that you get, you know, from the air going into your crankcase and then condensing off the sides of your engine inside, and putting water into your oil. So, you know, even if you ride, let's say, you know, once a week or even once a day, winter is still a bit of a problem, and it requires that you ride for longer than just 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you know. So it's kind of important that if you're winter riding, at least in my opinion, that you make sure that you ride at maybe once a week at least for a good 45 minutes to an hour to really heat the bike up properly and evaporate that oil and send it out through the tube into your airbox or wherever you've got yours routed, the crankcase breather. So I think that something to keep in mind, you know, because it's tempting in winter, especially when it's really frickin' cold out, to if you want to get on your bike and the roads are bare and you figure, oh, I can handle it, I can bear the cold for like 15 minutes. So you go for a 10-15 minute ride just to get it out of your system. I know I've done it. And but that's the type of riding that's not good for your bike over the long term. So I'm pretty anxious for the warmer weather to come, of course, as you can imagine, specifically for not only just for riding joy, but also in dealing with the work on the GR650. I really don't like working in a cold garage. I know I could heat it, but it's not insulated, so the heat disappears pretty quick. That's what I'm looking forward to, is getting that work done, you know, and figuring out the design that I want to achieve, and getting into it. Right now I'm just in the stage where I'm sitting with it a while. I like sitting with something for a while to visualize, see the changes I might make. And once I see the direction clearly, then it's just a matter of carrying it out. So this is what, the 22nd of December, winter solstice was yesterday. It feels like we've had winter for a fair while, though. It's just the way it's been, and I guess we'll get a colder than the last. We'll get a colder winter than the last few winters we've had, by the looks of it. But I guess on the upside, from this point on, the days will get longer. So far this winter, I have only seen one motorcyclist other than myself on the road, and that was probably, it was in late November, or maybe, no, I think it was early December. It was a cold day, but that was the only one that I have seen so far. I'm hoping to see more. You'd figure by riding around in the winter, other motorcyclists, when they're riding around in their cars, will see me and they'll think, oh shit, yeah man, I should have kept the insurance on my bike. And then I'd see more, but I don't. I see scooters. Maybe they don't know any better. Like me. One thing about riding in the winter is it sure teaches you to be super conscious of road conditions. I mean, no one should ever take the road for granted, you know, riding on pavement, but in the winter there's just no way that you can let that slip for a moment, because you know that there could be a little patch of ice, there could be, yeah, some slippy stuff. We're on our way home. Had a decent ride in the cold, but it was not too cold. Anyway, you folks, oh, there's a nice view. I love the winter light, you know. Anyway, you folks, you ride safe, have fun, and be good.